Welcome back to my KEEPUP channel. Fox News host Shannon Bream slammed by viewers in wake of Donald Trump guilty verdict. Fox News' Shannon Bream was slammed by fans of Donald Trump and even the former president himself for being anti-MAGA in an interview with lawyer Alina Habba. Habba, one of Trump's fiercest legal advocates, told the Fox News host on Wednesday that Trump's hush money trial was the product of Joe Biden, saying, "This is exactly a Biden show because he's got to distract the American people." Bream pointed out that this was a trial carried out in New York by Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg and concluded, "The Biden administration is not responsible for this trial." Habba responded by claiming that various New York state prosecutors have their names on the visitor logs of the White House. "The feds passed on these cases, is the point I'm making," Bream responded. Habba continued to stand firm, believing Democrats from Bragg to Robert De Niro, who appeared at the trial this week, were exploiting it for political gain. Former President Trump slammed Bream in a post on Truth Social Monday night, ahead of the verdict. He wrote, "I never knew Shannon Bream was so naive." In her interview with my representative, Alina Habba, Shannon just suggested that crooked Joe Biden was not involved in my show trial. How stupid. Not only is he involved, he is virtually leading it, and all of the other trials as well, meaning his people, because he's not mentally sharp enough to lead anything. Just take a look at the DOJ/White House thugs involved, and everything else. Biden is incompetent, and feels that weaponization is the only way he can win. He's counting on the Shannon Breams of the world to get him there, Trump added. He concluded, "Bad day for Shannon." Other Trump fans on X were furious at Bream, with Juanita Broderick writing, "What the F happened to Shannon Bream? Or has she always been anti-Trump?" Another added, "Shannon Bream made the mistake of trying to claim Joe wasn't involved in this case to Alina Habba, and it didn't go well." The former president was found guilty on all 34 felony counts after a very brief deliberation. He will be sentenced July 11. Prosecutors had a high bar to reach in order to convince the 12-person New York jury that Trump conspired to help his 2016 election campaign by paying porn star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about their alleged sexual encounters. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg wrapped up all the evidence and witness testimony they claimed was sufficient enough to nail Trump on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Trump's team tried to lay out a strong defense of the former president, distancing him from Cohen's payments to Stormy Daniels. They also reiterated several of their strongest points, that hush money payments are not illegal and Trump solely wanted to spare his family humiliation from Stormy's alleged affair claims. The case is the first time a former U.S. president has faced a criminal trial. Trump is the presumptive Republican presidential candidate and is set to take on Joe Biden in November's election. It means the verdict could upend the 2024 White House race and prove a pivotal moment in the history of the United States. The charges Trump faces each carry a maximum potential sentence of up to 4 years in prison. Prosecutors told of a plot by Trump to corrupt the 2016 election by hiding a $130,000 hush money payment by his fixer Michael Cohen to porn star Stormy Daniels. Daniels alleged that she and Trump had sex a decade earlier, which he has denied. The case featured explosive evidence by Daniels and lifted the lid on the catch and kill practices of the National Enquirer tabloid, which bought stories that could be damaging to Trump and suppressed them. But the actual criminal charges concern something more prosaic: the reimbursements Trump signed for Cohen for the payment. The reimbursements, paid by Trump in monthly installments, were recorded as being for legal expenses. Prosecutors say that was a fraudulent label designed to conceal the purpose of the hush money transaction and to illicitly interfere in the 2016 election. Defense lawyers argued that Cohen actually did substantive legal work for Trump and his family and was paid for it. In a marathon day of closing arguments on Tuesday, prosecutors and defense lawyers had one final chance to score points with jurors as they embarked on their momentous task. The two sides offered wildly different accounts of Trump's culpability, the strength of the evidence, and the credibility of witnesses. Prosecutors accused Trump of trying to hoodwink voters in the 2016 election by stifling embarrassing stories that could torpedo his campaign. The name of the game was concealment, and all roads lead inescapably to the man who benefited the most, the defendant, former President Donald Trump, prosecutor Joshua Steinglass told jurors. He said Daniel's story was messy and probably makes some of you uncomfortable to hear, but that's kind of the point. In the simplest terms, Stormy Daniels is the motive. But Trump's lawyer Todd Blanche said Daniels could not be trusted. And he branded the star prosecution witness, Cohen, as the greatest liar of all time, giving him the acronym the GLOAT. Blanche said, President Trump is innocent. He did not commit any crimes, and the district attorney has not met their burden of proof, period. Trump did not take the stand to give evidence in his own defense. Towards the end of the trial, Trump posted angrily on social media that he was the victim of a kangaroo court, and added, "In God we trust." Jurors heard the payoff to Daniels in 2016 unfolded against the backdrop of the disclosure of a 2005 Access Hollywood recording in which Trump could be heard bragging about grabbing women sexually without their permission. Had the Daniels story emerged in the aftermath of the Access Hollywood scandal, it would have further damaged his campaign, the court heard. Steinglass told jurors, "It's not about whether you like Michael Cohen. It's not about whether you want to go into business with Michael Cohen. It's whether he has useful, reliable information to give you about what went down in this case, and the truth is that he was in the best position to know." Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.